Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I know you're having a wonderful day so far. If not, you will after this presentation, okay? But it's all about leaving no stone unturned, okay? So we're back with another divine alignment message, and today, guys, is all about expanding your relationship, and we're continuing that process from the last presentation, just talking about the power to know, okay? So if you're new to the channel, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you. So here is all about self-discovery, knowledge of self, personal growth and development, you know, leaving no stone unturned, and also self-mastery, unless you want somebody to master your, master thyself. We don't want that to happen, okay? And a lot of times they'll hide that, behind a career, some kind of title and a certificate where you think you are the certificate or the title, but you're not, right? We all been there. So with that being said, we all been lied to on a mass level, so what do we do about it, Chris? What? We got to unlearn all the lies and relearn our own personal truth that works best for, for me and you, right? So with that being said, what really bringing you to, these presentations, because you got to, you received the call from the universe. Let me slow down, okay? So you received the call to adventure just like I did. Mama Universe said, hey, it's time to grow to the next level on your hero journey. It's time to stop blindly believing, what people been telling you. It's time for each and every one of us to do our own, due diligence and research the official story until we can see things for ourselves. At least, gain our own perspective, okay? So somehow, some way, right? The universe, all your life, the universe can line up the right people, place, and event to support your growth. It's all about your intent and you lining up with your heart chakra, okay? I just want to keep it as simple as possible. And so far, you realize, like, hey, everything's interconnected. You've been, building a relationship with Mama Nature, Mama Universe within you, right? Your own inner voice, your own energy. With every cause there's an effect. With every effect there's a cause. So what that mean, Chris? You can't get away with nothing. And it's all about, just tapping into knowledge of self, and just not being afraid to make mistakes, because those mistakes gonna make you wise, okay? So what's gonna happen is, by you wanting to grow, right, from the inside out, not the outside in, the universe gonna line you up with people like myself, right, sharing their ups and downs, keeping it 100, right? And also, I'm gonna give you some tools to help me level up, so like these 7 Hermetic principles. So if you don't know by now, if you're new to the channel, please learn these 7 Hermetic principles. I promise they're going to take you far, okay? They're going to help you skip some levels. However, you still going to make some mistakes, all right? So everything's a test, and your life is full of lessons. So each and every day, each and every one of us got to grow through our own personal transformation and atonement process, so we become the best version of ourselves each and every day. So we land a brick, each and every day, very intentional with the thoughts, words, belief, emotions and actions, because that's going to equal our reality and our results, right? So before we lead on in, guys, it's all about unity consciousness. Again, we are all interconnected. This is a message from the universe or source within you, because what? You are your own universe. Again, you can no longer blame God or the devil, because everything is, it's an inside job, right? So each and every one of us have to take full responsibility and accountability for our actions. So if you're living in your devilish ways, hey, you in your root chakra. But if you're living in your godhood or, goddesshood, right, you tap into your crown chakra, at least your heart chakra, right? So you can tap into the Christ within, right? So with that being said, you know how I like to roll. Our purpose and mission require learn a whole bunch of life lessons, right, to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul's growth. So if you've been doing the same thing and over again, expecting different results, that's by design, okay? Because if they taught you these stuff, especially these 7 Hermetic principles, shit, man, these are game changers, okay? So don't skip on this, okay? So, but as you grow, share your knowledge and wisdom with people. Trust your own inner voice, your own energy. Don't believe nothing I'm telling you. Please do your own research. But I'm kind enough to put some references down below. I love you, okay? So everything matters. Follow your own biorhythm and flow in life. Because when you learn these 7 Hermetic principles, you'll be able to tap into your own biorhythm and flow in life, okay? So also, pay yourself first, okay, before you pay any bill, all right? Don't leave yourself, short-handed, okay? And it's all about tapping into high-quality thought forms and have fun. You got to be the light for others, okay, reflection? So at the end of the day, I like to, give you some key points and my takeaways. I'm going to get you guys out of here, okay? So underneath all the surface of you, reflection, you are a divine light being. This is your true self. And the universe going to always remind you what level you on, somehow, some way, you'll know. Okay, it's all about tapping in and realizing, being aware of these different synchronicity events. Okay, and so everything's interconnected. So everything I done showed you so far, you see Tahuti Thoth right here, thrice, right? The same process right here is right here. So remember, everything, sometimes you can be a little copycat. When you copy and paste and paraphrase a little bit, sometimes you get caught up in the truth and like, hey, where are you getting all this profound knowledge from? Now you see, right? So with that being said, reflection, let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. So the principle of truth are 7, right? He who knows these understandingly possess the magic key before whose touch of all doors of the temple in your mind, right, fly open. Okay, so these 7 hermetic principles right here: mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. Okay, this is in everything. Okay, all right. But the main thing, everything starts in the mind first before it manifests in the physical realm. Okay, so if you can maintain them high thought forms like, hey, how can I help raise the overall energy, frequency, and vibration of the planet, and also get in alignment with myself so I can get balance in my life, so I can get this party started, right? Okay, so, and also that your core values, okay, to help you tap into your heart chakra is very simple. 7 principles of Ma'at, right? So Ma'at is an ancient system of morals and values, okay, that guide your thoughts and behaviors in ancient Kemet or Egypt, right? It is also in many other cultures in Africa. So these things are what? Truth, based on, fact with honesty and integrity; justice, a state of fairness and lawful judgment; righteousness, a state of consistent good conduct; 4, reciprocity, what goes around comes around, right? Balance and equal distribution of weight; order, the correct sequence of thought and action; and lastly, harmony, one accord, a pleasing arrangement. Okay, so the world is equally divided in both good and evil. So your next move, your world, right, gonna tilt the scale in either direction. So operate out of your heart. Okay, so let's dive right into it. So silence is of great profit. Okay, so an abundance of speech profiteth nothing. That's what Tahuti said, right? So if one comes to you full of knowledge, like myself, giving you some information and some references, please listen and heed, for wisdom is all. So keep thou not silent when evil is spoken, for truth is like a sunlight, shines above all. Okay, so when people come to you with information like don't research that stuff is of the devil. So research this stuff and you'll realize like, hey, they have no knowledge. They living in darkness right now because they lack knowledge of self and lack knowledge of a thing, right? Too easy. So that's why I say, look, listen, and feel the energy and vibration, even from me. Okay, so the things come smooth to me because these are my experience, and it's just flow like water. Okay, but this information again coming from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. All right, so a lot of this information is free online, free PDF. So please don't stay in the dark. Okay, so knowledge is regarded to the fool as ignorance. Okay, and the thing that are profitable to him are hurtful. You know what I'm saying? So he that living in death, it is therefore his food. So the wise man let his heart overflow, but keep silent his mouth. It's all about your heart. So, oh man, listen to the voice of wisdom. Listen to the voice of light. So mystery there are in the cosmos that fill the world with their light. Right? So let he who will be free from the bounds of darkness, like lack of knowledge, because they don't want to read and research, first divine the material from the immaterial, the fire from the earth, and for know ye that as earth descends to earth, so also fire ascends unto fire and becomes one with fire. So he who knows the fire that is within himself shall ascend unto the eternal fire and dwell in it eternally. It's all right here, reflection. I'm just keeping it plain and simple, right? It's all about raising your energy, frequency, and vibration, tapping into your true self so you can tap into your inner Tahuti, right? So you can tap into your own knowledge of self, right? It's all about you. I'm just reminding you of your own greatness. So darkness and light are both one of nature, okay? Of one nature, all right? Different only in seeming, all right? These are polarities of the same pole, okay? Like good and bad, right? So different only in seeming. So for each arose from a source of all. Darkness is disorder, light is order. So darkness transmuted is light of the light. Now this, my children, your purpose in being, transmutation of darkness to light. That's all we doing. We the light bringers, okay? We here to share the truth. We here to do the research. And we also gonna give people some references so they can enlighten their damn self, okay? So with that being said, again, take full accountability, and responsibility of your own life, okay? You can no longer blame God and the devil for, the things you put in your mouth, the things you put in your brain, the information you're learning, okay? You are your own, savior and your own, setback, if I keep it that simple. So just stay in that present moment, tap into that vortex so you can tap in, into your true self, so you can get those light codes that you need. You don't need me, you know what I'm saying? You just need to tap into yourself, okay? So I'm here to remind you of you. So are you not ashamed of caring so much for the making of money and for fame and prestige when you neither think nor care about wisdom and truth and the improvement of your soul? Who does that, right? So I'm here to let you know it's graduation time, player. It's all about the age of Aquarius, the age of knowing. No more lies, okay? We're gonna call people bluff. We're gonna show them quite a few references, okay? That's what researchers do. All right, we don't go off of one book. We have many books, okay? So a mistake increases your experience, and experience decreases your mistake. Plain and simple. So truth to be sought with a mind purified from the passions of the body, having overcome evil things. That's when you live in your lower nature, that devilish ways, right? Thou shalt experience the union of the mortal divinity within the mortal man. Same thing right here. Hope that makes sense, right? So as we get ready to close things out, reflection, here we go. Material items going to come and go, but at the end of the day, knowledge of self is more important and longer lasting, okay? So if you don't learn anything else, please learn those 7 hermetic principles. It's going to take you far. It's going to save your life. It's going to change your life and your family's life, I promise you, okay? But you got to, put the work in. Nothing is free. No input equals no results. Just that simple. All right. So there's a good side, not so good side to everything, but you just gotta balance your polarity. Okay. You got a masculine, divine, feminine principle within each and every person, but you gotta have that union within self, so you can have that one source of yourself. Okay. So with that being said, please also research again, Sister Myra YouTube. All right. So as we get ready to close things out, fam, here we go. There are 2 types of knowledge. You got internal and external. Both are needed, both need to be expanded if you really want to draw closer to your guardian angel. So many people assume that learning about things and storing that information as knowledge is basically a passive process, okay? Like watching movies, lectures, reading books. It doesn't give you the experience of a thing, right? You just, taking in information, right? So knowing is an active sport. What does that mean, Chris? That means you got to get in it to win it, player. You got to take some action, make some mistakes, okay? See what works, see what doesn't work, right? So so again, we closing things out is the power to know. This is coming from chapter 5, Your Guardian Angel and You by Denny Sargent. Okay, too easy. All right, so these are my 5 takeaways. I'm gonna get you out of here. So on your journey, when it comes to the power to know, you must seek knowledge of a thing for yourself for it to be acquired and taken into your mind, both consciously and unconsciously. So what does that mean, Chris? Shoot, man, you better start asking a lot of damn questions, okay? And leave no stone unturned. You're going to read, you're going to research, you're going to take some action, then you're going to refine the process and see what makes sense. Get your own perspective, right? And see and get your sweet spot. So don't be afraid to have errors and mistakes. Again, it's all about tapping into your own sweet spot for you, because what works for me may not work for you. Okay, so again, what works best for you? Reflection. All right, so with that being said, here, where am I at here? Over time, your knowledge will become internalized or intuitive. It's based on your experience. So when as you being on a job, for 30 days, maybe, 6 months, you get pretty proficient, what I'm saying? And your confidence builds over time, right? And then it comes internalized and intuitive, like second nature. That's all it is, okay? Number 3, it's all about the power to know. So interaction between your body, material world, and your mind and intellectual world union develops, okay? It's a, better understanding of right versus wrong. And it's all about exercising your own true will, your higher mind, okay? So 4, to know something is to encounter, grasp, and internalize it to gain perspective. Remember, we've been talking about perspective since day one. Like, don't believe nothing I'm saying. I'm just sharing my perspective, my experience with you, and I'm sharing some references so you can gain your own perspective to see things from your point of view, right? So this is a simple act of knowing is a deep purpose that most people take for granted. Again, a lot of people don't do what we're doing right now. Okay, so it's all about, you know, exploring, tapping into your childlike curiosity, and, you know, and see what's what. All right, so as we close things out, in order to become close to your real self, right, you must fully take upon yourself the power of knowledge. There are books available for every topic under the sun. Okay, again, there are free PDFs available for everything, but most people don't think to just do a quick Google search. But it's all about keywords, you know. So you type in the book, free PDF, you'll be amazed what you find. Okay, so but discern and trust your own inner voice, your own energy. So as we close things out, if you have not interacted with the facts on a personal level, then you do not know them. Okay, so faith equal, you know, belief without sure knowledge of it or an experience. So it's all about, you know, tapping into your own true gnosis, your own inner knowledge that's going to equal your light, equal your own personal truth, right? So lastly, you know, each and every day, this is what helped me. And I used to sneak and do this to my soldiers. You know, I had to dumb myself down, because I used to know this stuff, you know, a long time ago. And I was like, man, how do I know this information? You know, but I would dumb it down because I didn't want to come across as a nerd. And you know what nerd means? No one ever really dies, right? It's an acronym, right? But anywho, right, I would just dumb it down and then incorporate it into my daily living skills, and, you know, with my soldiers, and they would become more efficient, like fast, right? You know, but invest 15 minutes a day to connect with yourself, to read, research, you know what I'm saying, figure things out, and then, you know, start asking yourself some harder questions. And your guardian angel, your spiritual team, gonna line up certain synchronicities for you. But write things down. What do you really know? No ego involved here. Be honest with yourself. It's just you. Okay, so knowledge, you know, gonna basically leads to your mind and body meeting in spirit, and it's gonna cut through all the lies, and it's gonna reveal all the core truth. You know, okay, and you know, and you realize, like, hey, I need to do stuff on my own if I really want things to happen. Nobody's gonna do it for me, right? That's exactly what I've been saying the whole time. Okay, so guys, this is truthful food for your thoughts. This has been my takeaways when it comes to expanding your relationship, the power to know. This is coming from chapter 5, Your Guardian Angel and You, by Denny Sargent. All right, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, you know, Earth is a school, right? Our purpose and mission require learning a whole bunch of life lessons, right? Gain the experience and knowledge for our soul growth. You know, don't believe anything that I'm telling you, but do your own research. You know, as you grow, you're going to share, you know, your experience, you know, what worked, what didn't work, because the universe is going to line you up with people that's going to need your help, okay? That's how it works, okay? It's an ecosystem, not an ego system. Thanks, Ralph Smart. All right, but trust your intuition, okay? Everything matters, and before you know it, using these 7 hermetic principles, you'll be into your own biorhythm and flow in life, okay? And you'll thank me later. But this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. We'll be back with another presentation soon. Until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, leave no stone unturned, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.